Surrendering is just about releasing the energy. Okay, of course, as I've stated, you still work towards your goals and your dreams every single day. Keep making steps, keep making progress. But it's also accepting that it may not look the way that you think. Okay? It may not be as easy as you think. What is up, beautiful people? It is Diamond Leveled Up, of course, coming to you with a brand new video on letting go. What does it mean? How do we get there? How do we do it? Let's chat. Let's go over it. So the topic is letting go. And I feel like a lot of people struggle with this topic because they're so stuck in the past, they're so stuck on outcomes and, you know, things that they thought were going to happen, but they didn't, or maybe they had a vision of something going on in their brain and then it didn't pan out the way that they thought it would. Maybe they prayed about something, they didn't get it. Maybe, you know, something just didn't work out the way that they thought it would. Maybe they're also still holding on because they feel like maybe it'll eventually have the outcome they want. But I think what's important to know here is that letting go of the outcome really gives you so much freedom, and finding that peace and getting there and actually staying there and being like able to just let it be a thought that runs through your brain but does not stay and does not keep you stagnant and does not keep you, you know, sad and, you know, unable to grow and unable to evolve, unable to move on, unable to get to a higher place and a higher destination in life. That is why we have this video today. So one tip for me is that you definitely are going to need to replenish your energy to continue to grow, to continue to stay magnetic. How do you replenish your energy? How do you do that? Okay, that means by letting go. All those obsessive thoughts that you have about something that you're stuck on, that's actually creating resistance. Did you know that? Okay, it's creating resistance because you're so desperately craving it. You're putting so much energy into it. It will actually clash with, you know, God's plan. Okay, something that you're obsessing over and something that you're just constantly thinking about. God doesn't want that for you. That creates worry, stress, anxiety, all these different things. And if you're constantly thinking about this, it's not good for your health. Okay, you should think about something, pray about it, give it to God, give it to the universe, and then leave it be. Okay, either God or whatever you want to say, the universe. I say God. I believe God, but I say both. I like God and the universe, because I believe God created the universe, and yeah, everything aligns the way it needs to align. But what I'm saying is, once you actually set it and forget it, then you're actually building up enough attraction to receive, because you're putting in the effort, the energy, the works to get what you're requesting. Now, if you don't get what you're requesting, it's actually going to be God's protection. People don't want to hear that. People don't want to hear that. It's hard to accept. I mean, especially when you have a vision for yourself and you're like, I'm not getting this because it's God's protection. Like, this is what I want. This is what I desire. God puts desires in our heart because he wants us to want things. He wants us to ask him for things. He wants us to try to get what we want out of life. Of course, we are humans. That's why he put us here. We're all going to have desires and things that we want out of life. Now, we can ask him for it. Doesn't mean we're always going to get it. And if he says no, just take that as protection. Take that as something's coming better, bigger. And once you start to spiral and think that it's downhill because you didn't get what you asked for, or you didn't get what you wanted, or you're just so stuck on one specific outcome, that's being narrow-minded and kind of simple-minded. Like, let's be honest, guys. Like, what you want might not be what's actually best for you. That's something that you have to accept as well, especially in the process of letting go, because even with things that you feel like are what's best for you, and maybe things that you feel like you deserve, like maybe you have a list of things that you're looking for in a relationship or a partner, and yes, those might be things that you deserve, but that might not be coming in the manifestation of the person who's in front of you, or it may not be exactly what you think it is. Okay, you don't know the ins and outs of other people. You don't know the ins and outs of other circumstances, job opportunities, you know, opportunities in life. You don't know what are behind the curtain sometimes, and sometimes that's where you really lean on God and the universe to help us fill in the gaps and make sure that we're on the right path. And when we let things go, we can allow things to align the way that they're really supposed to. Another thing, please stop giving all of your power to a person or a circumstance, okay? If you have this thing, or if you don't have this thing, or if you have this person and you don't have this person, this does not determine whether you're going to be happy or not. You have to choose to be happy, regardless of that thing or that person or that job or that whatever that you want that you're so stagnant on. If that thing does not come, you need to be able to be strong in yourself and be able to still be powerful, because you are a magnet to good things, okay? And you can plan all you want, okay? But the one thing about life is it's gonna give you some turns, okay? And it's gonna make you do a U-turn sometimes. It's gonna make you reroute a couple times. It's gonna make you reassess, regroup, whatever you want to call it. You're gonna have to come back within to yourself and be like, really, do I really want that? Do I really need that? Is that something that is really gonna help me to be a better version of me? And if it's not adding value, if it's not giving you peace, if it's not bringing you clarity, if it's not allowing you to grow, be better, prevent yourself from staying stagnant and stuck, then is it really for you? Anything that is for you is for you. Nobody can take that away from you. That's one thing as well. Like, definitely know that. And once you get that in your brain, it took me a long time to get there. Like, if it left, then it's not for me. You know what I'm saying? If it comes back and if the love is still there, and if I feel like, this is something that God brought to my life, it takes a lot of discernment. It takes a lot of prayer. I'm not saying that things can't come back that maybe you couldn't have at that one period of time in your life, because things do come back. And sometimes, it is a good decision to explore those things again, or whatever it is. But you definitely need discernment. You definitely need to let it go. You definitely need to see what you're attracting that could even be greater than what your expectations are, or what the simple-minded things that you're asking for. And I'm sorry, I don't mean to say you're fully simple-minded, but I think we've all had simple-minded thoughts like, I want this or I want that, just because you want it, because somebody else has it. Doesn't mean that's what's for you. Another thing, stepping into the unknown really requires trust, okay? Who are we to trust outside of ourselves, okay? Nobody has our backs like we have our backs. Let's be clear. Even if you have a partner, a person, a family, whatever, like, you are responsible for you, your emotions, your feelings. Nobody else can manage that outside of yourself. Of course, go to therapy, do what you need to do, read, get smarter, get better, get a new mindset, do whatever you need to do for the self-care and self-love that you need to really get yourself to the next level and catapult yourself to the next level. But what I'm saying is, stepping into the unknown, which we all are, unless you're psychic, okay? Stepping into the unknown really requires trust. And you have to trust in God and trust in the universe that everything is gonna align the way it needs to, okay? You obsessively thinking about it is only just making you weaker. Let's be honest. We have to grow up, guys. Like, we're not always going to get what we want. Some people might believe that they will, but you can't control other things, circumstances, people. You just can't. You can only control you. So once you get yourself in check and okay, this is what I'm aiming towards, and I'm going to give it to God and I'm going to let it go. And yes, absolutely don't, completely forget about your dreams and your goals and your visions. Definitely do things that are going to actively get you closer towards that dream that you have, and start to act like you already have it. That's how you manifest. That's how you attract. Okay, but being sad girl or sad boy, or being in your feelings, or just moping around, or being bitter, and not allowing yourself to progress and open doors for new opportunities, you're gonna stay in the same spot. And nobody wants to be in the same spot that we're year after year after year. I've had to grow personally, and I can share a story if you want. I have had many situations where I've had to let go. It was never easy. Some situations easier than others, especially depending upon how much, you invest in those situations. But it does require a lot of feelings, feeling through your feelings. You got to feel your feelings, because otherwise you're just going to be emotionally immature if you just try to cover up your void and create other distractions to get you away from where you're actually headed. Then you're just going to keep getting rerouted, and eventually you're going to have to address your initial feelings. My advice to you is just to feel your feelings. If you gotta cry, let it out. Once you let it go, usually after crying you feel pretty good. Okay, I'm just being real, guys. Like, it's not a fun process. I'm being real. Sometimes you might have to lean on your friends, lean on your family, lean on a therapist, lean on, finding a better understanding. Loving you again also is a reset, okay? To really allow yourself to let go. And if there are people in your life that you need to remove, get rid of them, because the longer that you wait, the longer it's going to take for you to get over it. The longer it's going to take for you to get what is actually yours and to get closer towards the people that really love you. So that's my advice with people. In different other circumstances, it's case by case. Do what you need to do to not let that circumstance overpower you, drain you. You don't have time, guys. Like, time is of the essence. We're adults. Okay, I don't know what age range is all watching the video right now, but I'm just telling you, time is of the essence. Like, we need to be able to know what is for us and then know what is not. And if it's not, we know something better is coming. It's just an automatic thought. It's just an automatic thinking. Keep your mind on a reset. Keep your mind to the next level. And if there's something that doesn't work out, the faster you get to accepting that it's not working out, or just overall letting it go and surrendering to a higher power, the faster you're going to be able to get to what is for you. I keep stressing it because it's so important for you to know. And if that's one thing you take away from this video, that I'm fine with that. Surrendering is just about releasing the energy. Okay, of course, as I've stated, you still work towards your goals and your dreams every single day. Keep making steps, keep making progress. But it's also accepting that it may not look the way that you think. Okay? It may not be as easy as you think. And really allowing yourself to just believe that what is for you, that is the best. That is my favorite lesson of it all. What is for you is for you. Okay? Don't get it twisted. Your destiny isn't what so-and-so put on social media. Your outcome isn't what so-and-so said it was going to be. No. Let go of the doubt, the fear, the anxiety. Okay? Because you're going to be at so much more peace once you do. I promise you. It's going to be all worth it in the end. And understanding that there's a greater purpose, a greater intention over your life can really set you free from a lot of hurt and just anxiety. Who wants to be anxiety ridden their whole life, like just anxious about what is or what isn't happening for them? No, live your life, be free, have fun, keep working towards it. And what is for you is on the way, bae. What is for you is on the way, bae. Yes, I called you bae because you have things going on for you, and I like what I see in you, and I know you clicked on this video because you're in alignment right now. You're in alignment right now just by watching this. You're in alignment. You're here to hear this, and you're here to move on. And after this video, you got it. You got it. You know how to move on because you're not stagnant. You're not stuck. You are in control, and you release yourself, and you are not fighting any resistance. You're just surrendering. Okay? And you're not being resistant. You're not trying to force nothing, because everything is in alignment. One other thing, you should definitely just have this awareness, know when you're holding on to something too tight, okay? When you're holding on to something too tight, you start to create the resistance. And once you hold on to something too tight, that is where you should be able to check yourself and say, look, I'm obsessing over this. I'm holding on to this outcome way too tight. I'm setting a lot of expectations on this one specific outcome. Once you have that awareness, that's when you then take a step back, reassess, tell God, thank God for everything that you're grateful for, everything that you already have. Just be grateful and show gratitude. Once you show gratitude for what you have, ask for what you want, and you let it go and you let God, then He takes control. And that's when the most beautiful things happen, guys. That's when the miracles happen. That's when when you allow new energy, new manifestations, new beautiful things to come into your life. And I'm really excited for you to get there. And it's going to take time, and time heals all. You're going to need to take some time to heal, maybe if you've been broken or hurt, and that's okay. We're humans. That happens, guys. Like, this is normal shit. Let go, let God. That's the moral of the story. And it's going to take some practice, so I hope that you want to stick around and keep learning about this, because I'm going to keep talking about it. So definitely hit that subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching, and I appreciate the likes, the love, and I pray that your journey of letting go just keeps getting easier and easier. Amen. Thank you guys for watching.